Night hangs over New York City as rain pools on the worn steps leading down to the joint bar. Inside, the barman leans on the counter, already drained by a night that felt doomed from the moment it began. Empty bottles litter the surface, the remnants of a long, thankless shift. He mutters about the small misfortunes that set the tone for his day. Cream curdled straight out of the carton, a sign he should have stayed in bed. Slouched across the bar is Mop Mop, barely upright, lost in a heavy drunken fog. The barman tries to rouse him, reminding him that the place closed half an hour ago and urging him to go home. But Mop Mop mumbles back, insisting he can sleep here because Papa Midnight's gang sleeps wherever they want. That's when the barman stiffens. He makes it clear this bar is his, not Mop Mop's, not Papa Midnight's, not anyone else's. Before he can move the man, a dark silhouette fills the doorway. The newcomer steps inside, calm and authoritative, telling the barman to lock up. He'll be needing the place for a while. Bright light floods the entrance of the bar as Constantine steps through the doorway, cigarette between his fingers, coat swinging around him. Beside him emerges Shazam, lightning crackling across his hooded form, illuminating the shadows with sharp white-blue flashes. Constantine moves with the weary confidence of someone dragged into a problem mid-stride. His thoughts race. He had been preparing to hit the cult of the cold flame when the call came and pulling him away, forcing him to improvise. Shazam follows close behind, his expression serious beneath the hood. The moment he steps inside, he presses Constantine for answers. Whatever Constantine summoned him for, it has to do with his real family, and Shazam wants to know exactly what he's been brought here to see. Constantine knows the costumes are losing it. Superman has killed someone, and now everyone is falling apart. As he speaks to Shazam, he tells him he's getting to it, that this is a delicate time, and that he needs to know he can trust him. In his mind, Constantine admits that if he's right about how this is going to go, he needs to take Billy Batson off the board quickly. It won't look good, but it's better to beg forgiveness than ask permission. He asks Shazam how much he knows about the power he wields. Shazam answers that he knows more than Constantine does. Constantine explains that he's asking because the magic is mystical in nature, and the Shazam spell may be causing serious problems. He tells Shazam to shut it down for a moment, and to take off whatever magic item he uses because he knows Shazam has another form. Shazam demands to know what this has to do with his family and why he should trust Constantine. Constantine says he's the world's expert on magic, but he can see Shazam isn't a slouch. He tells him he sensed a huge mystic buildup earlier, some kind of weapon spell, maybe a trap set by Black Adam. It's homing in on Shazam right now. Coming here bought them about 2 minutes. If Shazam keeps his power running, the spell will find him and possibly kill him. If he shuts it off, they'll have no way to locate him. Then Constantine can neutralize it and send him on his way. He finishes by saying he can tell the Justice League how Shazam selflessly drew the threat away from them and how they owe him a debt. Sometimes trusting a friend can mean a win all around, especially considering the alternative. Lightning explodes through the bar as Billy transforms, the word Shazam ringing out. When the light clears and the boy stands there, Constantine mutters in disbelief that the wizard trusted all that power to a child. The barman, startled, asks John what's going on and who the kid is. Trying to understand what comes next, Billy asks the barman who he is and who they are. Trying to understand what comes next, Billy asks how they're supposed to neutralize the spell. Constantine holds up a small ritual artifact, saying it should do the trick, but as he moves it toward Billy, the boy panics, saying it isn't right. He shouts Shazam again as he reacts. Billy responds with unease, and the barman immediately notices something wrong, asking John why Billy suddenly sounds like him. Constantine explains it away as a trick, telling the barman to grab Billy before he can get anywhere, insisting the effect is only temporary. Constantine reveals that he and Billy have swapped voices for a bit, Billy now sounding like Constantine, and Constantine sounding like the boy. He adds that he gets to hold on to Billy's special word in the process. As the barman restrained him and Constantine secures his wrists, Billy struggles and manages to get out a furious, unfinished curse. High in the Bernese Alps, at the Temple of the Cold Flame, a command echoes through the hall as someone says, "Tell me again." A caller reports that Constantine is at the joint, exactly where he said he'd be, the man they want dead standing in the way of their plans. He adds that Constantine has someone with him, a Superman freak in a white and gold hood. Mr. E listens, pleased. He calls the news very good and says that when Constantine falls, every mage in the world will be conquered. Then he addresses the caller directly, asking him to prove his dedication to the Cold Flame, just as promised, and ask if he is ready to answer that call. On the other end of the call with Mr. E is Mop Mop, the supposed drunkard from the bar. Mr. E asks if he's hesitating, and Mop Mop insists he's ready, saying the cold flame burns. Mr. E tells him that it does, and orders that everyone inside the bar must die, with Constantine first. He promises Mop Mop a great reward if he brings him Constantine's head, then instructs him to say the magic word he was given. Mop Mop repeats the word. The moment he does, blinding light erupts from his chest and his eyes flare. He gasps and screams as the magic tears through him. The magic word tears through Mop Mop's body until it rips open completely, unleashing a massive fiery creature that rises out of him. Mop Mop lies on the ground, lifeless, as the entity towers above him. His phone falls from his hand and beeps as the call ends. Back at the Temple of the Cold Flame, Mr. E stands among the mages and issues a single command: "Show me New York." Constantine tells Billy not to worry and insists he isn't after the boy's power for himself, saying he can feel the magic trying to get out. He warns Lloyd that Billy has no idea how dangerous it could be if he runs loose with it now, and that doing the wrong thing for the right reason could plunge them all into pain and darkness. He says he'll bottle it up for now, and that he and Billy will talk afterward. Lloyd complains about the freaky magic in his bar and says everyone sounds like a creepy little boy. Billy pushes back, demanding to know what gives Constantine the right to decide if he can use his own magic. Before the argument can continue, an explosion rips through the wall, sending them flying. Billy shouts at the sight of the creature and demands Constantine give him his power back. The creature roars and attacks, knocking Constantine to the floor. As it looms over him, it growls that he is dead. Constantine, struggling, looks toward it and says Mop Mop before trying to say Shazam. Lightning crashes down as Constantine transforms into Shazam. The power slams into the fiery creature that emerged from Mop Mop, lighting up the room with explosive force. Now wearing Shazam's form, Constantine stands against the monster as it roars and swings at him, its molten body cracking with burning energy, while the transformed Constantine braces himself for the impact. In Shazam's form, Constantine forces lightning into the creature, feeling the power tear at him. He thinks that the power is agony and he won't be able to contain it for long. The chaos from the blast breaks Billy's handcuffs, freeing him. Smoke fills the bar as the creature crashes through the debris behind him. While Lloyd is focused on helping Constantine deal with the monster, Billy reaches for the ritual artifact Constantine used to steal his power. When Lloyd turns back and sees Billy with it, he immediately levels the shotgun and warns him not to touch it, telling him he doesn't want to have to hit him and ordering him to take cover.
Constantine, still in Shazam's form, fights the creature that burst out of Mop Mop. He tells it he likes this no more than it does and swings back at it, trading blows as lightning and fire crack across the room. He notes that they're both stepping out of type as the creature hurls him through the debris. Constantine crashes to the ground, yelling in pain as the creature looms over him, roaring that he will die. Billy watches from behind cover and pauses when he notices something. The creature is after Constantine's voice, and Billy realizes he still has it. He still sounds like Constantine. Lloyd eyes him warily, shotgun ready, and simply asks, "So?" Billy steps toward the creature, calling out to it and trying to imitate Constantine's rough voice to get its attention. The monster turns toward him, reacting to the voice it's been hunting. Trying to sell the illusion, Billy taunts it, claiming he switched bodies with the boy and stumbling through the words as he keeps up the act. The creature roars Englishmen and charges across the wrecked bar. Lloyd fires a shotgun blast at it, but the monster keeps coming. Constantine, still in Shazam's body, is struck again as the creature crashes into him, grabbing hold while Billy watches. While the creature is distracted by Billy's voice, Constantine seizes the opening. Moving in behind the monster, he clamps his hands around its jaws and forces its head back. Lightning and hellfire burst outward as the creature thrashes violently in his grip. Constantine holds on with everything he has, using the moment Billy created to overpower the creature and begin tearing into it. Constantine stands over the fallen demon, its severed head clenched in his fist, lightning rippling violently off his body as the stolen power tears at him from the inside. Billy, free now and clutching the ritual artifact, steps forward. Lloyd acknowledges the kid's nerve, shotgun still raised. Before Constantine can react, Billy thrusts the artifact toward him and shouts the word Shazam, triggering the lightning once more. Billy restores the Shazam form and stands over Constantine, who lies winded on the floor. Billy tells him the transformation must really knock him out, especially for an old guy, and says Constantine is lucky he isn't beating him senseless for lying about his family. He reminds him that the old wizard trusted him with the power and that he should be the one to decide what to do with it. He demands again what gives Constantine the right to take it away. Constantine, still struggling to breathe, calls Billy a real sweetheart before forcing him to listen. He tells Billy he owes him one, then directs his attention to the box, the one that looks like a skull with 3 eyes. He explains that the object all the costumes are fighting over isn't what it appears to be at all. It's a global bomb, something the Council, the wizards whose power Billy carries, never understood. As Lloyd steadies Constantine, John warns Billy not to touch the box, telling him that even if he thinks it's the right thing to do, he'll only light the fuse. Billy fires back that this warning is coming from the same man who kidnapped him, lied to him, and stole his power, and asks how he's supposed to know Constantine isn't telling him the opposite of what he should do. Constantine, struggling to breathe, insists he wouldn't have done any of it if he knew he could trust Billy. The power Billy carries is too dangerous for maybes. Billy dismisses him coldly, calling him a real jerk and saying he hopes he never sees him again before flying off. Constantine is left behind, coughing on the floor. Constantine collapses against the wall, coughing blood as Lloyd kneels beside him. Lloyd demands to know what John's plan was and what he stood to gain from all of this. Realizing the wound came from Mop Mop, Lloyd panics and moves quickly, telling Constantine he's going to get his kit to try and help. Constantine lies bleeding on the floor and weakly calls out to Lloyd. As Lloyd works over him, John apologizes for the damage to the bar. Lloyd tells him not to talk and says he's going to call for help, assuring John he'll be all right. Then another voice enters from off-panel, saying, "Bloody hell," followed by a mocking, "Well, well, well." As Constantine bleeds out on the floor, his consciousness slips, and the room fills with a cold, spectral glow. Chris appears before him, his ghostly form stepping fully into view, mocking John for drifting out of his body and toward the light. He reminds John who he is, the man Constantine killed just weeks earlier. Chris moves in close, eyes burning with spite, and tells John it's time for payback.